begin on the ground with Akers. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Third down. And 6 yards to go.
Here's Hurts to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
There, this one goes for 20. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. D Ford, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Edwards. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And a nice little gain. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it, but a lot of the high, they don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Dobbs to throw. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 3.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will make it into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when the game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. First and 10, it's Hurts. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Akers. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one good for 33 and a first.
Hey, we haven't been around the entire time football's been played, but we have studied our history, and there have been some great backs who've been accused of running out of bounds to protect themselves. Well, back in the day, many people didn't like that. But nowadays, take care of the football.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Ball carrier
Gus Edwards, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
that ties the game at 14. Sam Martin.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Here's Muhammad. And some room to roam now. get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Thompson.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From just shy of midfield, Dobbs. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dobbs. And that's caught by Smith. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Third quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
6-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Dobbs. Eluding the pressure right. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. They go again with Muhammad. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
The ball carrier
decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Third and
the Bengals on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
that's good.
Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll run on first down. Muhammad. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
The line of scrimmage.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 37. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Muhammad, the ball.
Bengals on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, Dobbs. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
47-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And the Ravens.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
He was defended.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got the rookie from Florida. That's Van Jefferson with it. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down.
It brings up fourth down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And no, it's incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Bengals will get the football back. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied fourth quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game fourth quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. Options galore here, second and a few inches. They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
That's good.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Check three. Check hot.
On first down, Muhammad. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
That's good.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Now a give right side. Muhammad. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
Well, any thoughts about overtime that ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
And now they're going to go for two and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. It's a run with Akers. They'll try and run it in. And he will not get into the end zone. The defense makes the stop of the game on the two-point try, and they might just get out of here with a win after all.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it,